Hello everybody, I hope everyone has a great day today. Today we're gonna learn how to make this star pattern. It's going to be a seamless pattern. Let's get started. Create a file. Artboard size is 4000 by 4000 and we use line tool to draw 5 lines to form a star shape. Adjust the overlaps to make it look not 100% perfect star. And change the stroke size a little wider because I'm gonna use Effect Distort tool to make the stroke and uneven strokes to make it look more natural. And then I'm gonna change the brush shape into both pointed ends. And then I'm gonna make a copy and make several copies as element for my pattern. And I'm repeating the same process to make more stars. Each star is going to look different and make the pattern more interesting. And this star, I think, make the stroke a little wider, looks more natural when apply the distort effect. Just take my time. I created more stars with the star tool, and I realized using scatter brush will make my work much easier, so I created the scatter brush to change all the aspects to random instead of fixed, and I get the result I wanted. So just use the brush tool and scatter it around. And now I'm going to create a star scatter brush. Earlier I created the little round dots using scatter brush tool. Now I'm using the same method to create a scatter brush for the stars, solid stars. Make sure to change all factors to random. adjust it, make adjustment. Now I'm going to look at it and delete all the strip anchor points and the points I don't need. And add more dots. And rearrange the stars. Add more dots and stars. Make sure to group 5 strokes together. Because it's going to be a repeat pattern, so I need to fill the upper edge and the right side edge with some elements, and then later I'm going to use copy and paste in place and transfer move to make the pattern. The adjustment can be time consuming because it's endless, just to the point that it's spread out evenly. I'm adding some smaller size dots. To change the dot size, just change the stroke size of the brush. I'm expand their appearance. And after expand their appearance, I realized that the scatter brush need to be flattened. Otherwise, you will not see a star. You're going to see a square. And so as the dots. And for the big stars with strokes, I don't want to flatten them, so I will group the same elements, similar elements together by select them in the collect them in a new layer, and then group the elements in the same layer. That the way I'm taking a shortcut to group the same elements together. It could be done when I use the brushes, but it can be fixed afterwards as well. Takes a little more work, but it's not really a lot, and I think it's fun that you will have alternative ways to fix the issues that you didn't prepared beforehand. There are always ways to make amendment. Now I'm going to flatten, put the star strokes together, and so later I will flatten them. To group the same elements together, just use the method. Click the right upper corner, the drop down menu, choose collect a new layer, and the items you have chosen will be collected in one layer, and then you select the entire layer and use group, and then you can see the same element, which right now is the dots. They're in the same layer and in the same group. They're separated from those stars, and since they are grouped together, I don't need those layers, so I pull them out of the layer and delete those layers. The reason I do this one is to flat transparency for those elements that is needed, and the second reason is to recolor them later on. If I want to color them 3 different elements in 3 different colors, I can do that. Now before I flat the transparency, I want to save a copy, so that's what I just did, because once you flat transparency, you're not going to be able to go back. So this is a very important step. You always want to save a copy. If you want to make changes in the future, you can always do that. Now I'm going to make the pattern. I'm going to choose the top elements that outside the artboard, select them, and then paste in place, and then transfer and move. I'm going to select enter the numbers like you see on the screen, which is horizontal 0 point, vertical 4000 point, and the angle is 90 degrees, I believe. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to repeat a similar step to the right side edge of the elements in the artboard, outside the artboard, and excuse me. This time horizontal will be 4000 pixels and vertical will be 0, and the angle will be 180 degrees. This is what it looked like. Now I'm going to adjust some elements that are inside the artboard, not on the edge. You can't move what you just copied. This is very important. You can also always lock those elements, but for this project I did not lock them because I'm not going to change a lot. Now I'm going to make the pattern. Just select pattern and make, and then enter the size, which is 4000 by 4000 pixels. It looks really nice. And I realized that there is one horizontal stroke on the big star is missing. So I need to go back and fix that. So I'm gonna hit cancel and go back. It's very easy because this stroke is the one that on the top. So I'm gonna just select that horizontal stroke and hit copy and paste in place and transfer and move, and do the same thing, horizontal 0 point, vertical 4000 point, and you can see it's moved to where it's supposed to be, which is the bottom. Now I'm gonna make the pattern again. Choose the size 4000 by 4000. Now you can see the missing horizontal stroke is back. Looks really nice. I can save it now. Now we finished the pattern. I'm going to try it out. I usually draw Ellipse and take a look at it. Close up, see if there's any gaps or anything. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to crop design and finalize the pattern. Make a 4000 by 4000 square and fill it with any color, and line up the artboard horizontally and vertically, and then select all. Use Pathfinder crop. That's what the magic happened. Your pattern is right here. And I select it all and draw it to your swatch sample. You will see it's there. And that's your pattern. It's going to be the same as the ones that you use pattern make method. Close up, look at the details. Everything looks fine. Our pattern is completed. Now I'm going to make a background. Draw a 4000 by 4000 square. Line up in the center of the artboard, and then arrange, send it to back. Then select the square. You can choose any color you like. For example, let me choose this purple color. You can adjust the color. It's to your preference. Make sure the stroke is 9. Now select all, pattern, make. Now you have a purple background, stars pattern. Then select all and drag it to the swatch panel and try it out by drawing an ellipse. You can change the size of the ellipse and the pattern will be expanded to the same ratio. This is our purple background star pattern. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel if you like. Hit the like, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. My channel is Lizzie's Flower Garden. Again, thank you. Have a great day. See you next time.